Peace. My name is MystyMoon, and I am an integrative health coach for women. And my purpose is to help women heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And today we'll be discussing the mental aspect of healing through the topic of color therapy. This was a fascinating research for me to do. I mean, I personally have always used colors intentionally, but I never really gotten into the psychological aspect of it. So I had a lot of fun doing some digging for this video. So yeah, let's get to it. So do you have a favorite color that you've always resonated with since you were a child? If you got married, what were the colors of your wedding? And do you find that there's some colors that just completely disgust you? Well, if so, there's a whole science behind it, and it's called color therapy, also known as chromotherapy. When you break down the word chromo, it means color. And believe it or not, this science goes all the way back to ancient Egypt, because the Egyptians were so fly because they mastered all higher learning and they knew that everything was vibration, including colors. So if you think about the chakra systems, like each chakra has its own color. And even in Chinese medicine, there's certain colors that corresponds to the different organs in the body. Even in Native American traditions, there's colors that represents the different elements. So it's just all around. It's like numerology. It's like sound healing. It's just another interpretation of energy. And I find it very, very fascinating. And so color therapy can be used to do various has different ways of stimulating or calming down the physical and the mental part of the human. So for an example, if you're super, super agitated and hyper, you don't want to stare at red. You want something like more cooling, like blue or pink. If you're feeling lethargic, on the other hand, and you need energy, then you will want to use colors like red. More like bright colors. So I'm going to break down the different characteristics of each color. And let's see. And before I go into the different types of colors, there's various ways that you can integrate color therapy into your life. It can be just as simple as getting a piece of paper that, the cardboard paper that are colored. You can just simply stare at that for an X amount of time. You can wear jewelry, for women, we can wear belly chains, depending on what we're working on. Clothes like scarves, and, just clothes in general. Let's see what else you can do. You can also color your water and drink in the colored water. That's another way that you can work with color therapy. And let's see, there was a few other, I'm actually kind of jumping ahead of myself. I had that down. Oh, here we go. So you can also sleep in the color, like just have your bed sheets that match whatever color that you're working on. And you can also paint, like water painting is really good, or coloring books are really awesome. And then my personal favorite method of using color therapy is with your altar. Like right now, my altar has orange, because orange, the way that I'm intending to use orange, it's connected to the Hara chakra, which is the chakra of not just sexuality, but of manifestation, because that's not where, as women, not only do we manifest babies there or create babies, but we also create our ideas. So since I'm focusing on growing my wellness practice, my altar is dedicated to that. So that's why I have orange. And so for me personally, that's been my primary experience with working with colors, is based on my altar. Okay, and jewelry as well. Let's see, did I leave anything out? And no, that's it. And candles as well. Candles is another easy way to work with colors. And if you've noticed, if you go to like natural health food stores, you can see the candles that has like healing on it, or abundance, or manifestation, and they're always with a specific color, and there's a reason for that. Okay, so let me break down and explain really quickly a few points of what each color represents. Starting with green. So green represents nature, right? You notice like how you feel whenever you're in a forest or at a park, that you just feel calm and serene. And so green is a very balancing and balancing energy, and it also creates harmony in the body as well. It also represents growth. Like think about the springtime after the winter, after everything is like dark and dead and brown. Then when you have spring, you have the grass, like the grass is back and the flowers are back. So that's what green represents. And it also restores depleted energy. And again, if you, it also is connected to the heart chakra, which is about love, so that you can use green in that way as well. And one way that you can integrate green into your life are plants. That's why I surround my house with plants. It's like one of my obsessions, and I can't wait for COVID to be over so I can go buy some more plants. But yeah, having plants in your house also gives you that feeling of balance and calmness. Okay, so the next is red. Red is warm, it's positive, it creates energy, it represents ambition and action and masculine energy. So if you're feeling like you have a lack of motivation and you're just lazy, but you want to get off your butt, then start working with red. Have red, like red paintings in the house, red candles, start wearing a little bit more red. And this is something that I'm going to start integrating into my life because I had an incredible coaching session yesterday with Tanuj. And one thing that he told me was that I have my masculine part of me is inactive. So I had the idea when I was doing this research, okay, I need to have more red in my life because I don't really have much red. Mostly it's purple and green that's in my life. So anyway, so just putting that out there for you. If you're feeling like you are feeling lethargic, you need some motivation, then red is the color that you want to work with. It also represents leadership qualities and determination and confidence. So if you also are having issues with feeling having low self-esteem, then red is going to help boost that confidence to dissipate that low self-esteem so you can get some shit done. Okay, and then orange, my favorite color. Not only does orange, like I said, is connected to the heart chakra for manifestation, creativity, it's also a very uplifting color as well. So if you are having some hard times, you're grieving, perhaps you lost a loved one, or just even right now with the economic imbalance that we're all going through right now, orange is a really great color to help keep your spirits up. So I highly recommend, if you get anything from this video, start integrating more orange in your life. And then also eating oranges or eating like citrus fruits, that's another way that you can get that color therapy. Because I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the type of vitamins and nutrients in each vegetable is based off of its color. That's where the magic is in the color. Okay, so you can also use color therapy with what you eat. Okay, let's see here. Anything else I want to say? Another thing too about orange, which I think is awesome, it also inspires. That's not the word I was looking for, but it also inspires being spontaneous. So if you feel like you're kind of like a control freak and it's got to look like this way, but you want to break out of that, then perhaps integrating some more orange into your life will give you that more playful, childlike, spontaneous energy. Alrighty, and then yellow, that, and I actually didn't know about this about yellow until I looked this up, but yellow is associated with brain function. So if you're feeling cloudy, like lethargic, then yellow will help stimulate the mental activity, because yellow, it stimulates the left side of the brain, and the left hemisphere of the brain is all about logic. Okay, so if you're students studying and you're having that lack of motivation to study to get the brain going, then yellow will be the color for you to use. And yellow is also very uplifting as well. It creates happiness and cheerfulness and joy and fun. It's similar to the orange because it's kind of like the same hue if you think about it. And chakra-wise, they are connected with each other, because the yellow with the chakras is the solar plexus, which is all about your self-esteem and self-care. And part of self-care is making sure that you're feeling uplifted and playful, because when you're in that uplifting, joyful place, then you're more susceptible for creativity and taking actions and getting things done in your life. And then blue. Blue is connected to the throat chakra. So one of the aspects of blue is communication, speaking your truth, being honest. It's also the color of responsibility, of honesty, I just said that, and loyalty. And also it represents just quieting down. Like if you feel like that you've been very loud and very just, very extroverted, then this is a color to kind of help calm the energy down a bit, okay? Or even if you're home, if you have like chaos in your home, then start, like I said, putting up maybe some blue drapes or blue candles or blue pillows for your couch to help calm that energy down. Okay, and then we got 4 more to go. Purple, which is my favorite color. I don't know if you've noticed, but I always use purple hearts. My website is predominantly purple. I've always loved purple. That's why part of the reason why I've loved Prince so much, because he's known as the purple one. But purple it's the color of royalty. But not only that, the reason why I personally have been attracted to purple, because it also represents the imagination, and it's a very spiritual, high vibrational spiritual color. So, and it's also connected to your third eye or your sixth chakra, which is all about intuition and following your own inner guidance. So if you're feeling a disconnect and you're constantly needing approval from other people, if you feel like you can't trust yourself, then this is the color that you want to integrate. And I can say right off the bat that the crystal to use is amethyst, because it's also purple, and amethyst is the crystal to use to heighten your intuition. Okay? So we have pink. We all love pink. Pink is about compassion. It's about self-love, self-care, agape love, romance. So if you're feeling like, say you and your partner, like your partner wants to get it on, but he's just like, or she's just like, let's just like get wild and crazy and dirty. But you want to be more, you want to connect more. This is time for everything. There's a time for the wild, crazy, bedroom talk. And there's another time for let's just really deeply connect. So pink will offer that. And so perhaps surround your bedroom with pink candles if you want to have that type of romantic experience. And again, it also is connected with self-love, compassion. If you're working on forgiveness with certain people in your life, then you can start integrating more pink in your life to help with that. Okay, and then the last two, these two are interesting because they're polar opposite. We got white, we got black. What they have in common is that they both encompass all of the colors. But the difference is that with white, light reflects on it, so that's why you get the white. And with black, there's no light that reflects on it, so you have darkness. And they both are very powerful colors, because with white, it's about purity, it's about clarity, it's about new beginnings. It's like a white canvas where you can just start all over and recreate your life story in any way that you want. So, like for an example, with my altars in the past, whenever I'm just like, what the fuck am I going? What am I doing? And I need some clarity, I'll just put white on my altar, and my whole altar would be dedicated to that. And it definitely has served me greatly over the years. And with black represents the mystery, the occult. Like when you think about the word the occult, it means hidden, right? So it's all the mystery, it's potential as well. Like when a baby is in its mother's womb, it's completely dark in there. And in Native American traditions, I don't know if you guys have ever done a sweat before, but how the sweats are, they have like a dome covered with layers upon layers upon layers of sheets. And so when you walk inside, it's completely dark as if you're in a mother's womb. But when you're in there, you're sweating and you're praying and you're chanting and you're creating a new reality in that space. Another example I'll give you, my husband and I were doing this numerology ritual that I learned while I was taking the 21-day Raise Your Vibration Challenge, which I cannot say enough about that. But they talked about zero. Like we all focus on 1 through 9 in numerology, but with zero is, oh my God, let's see if I can try to articulate this. So science, when it comes to quantum physics, what scientists discovered, what they were doing is breaking down what makes up, we know that the cells are made up of atoms, but what makes up the atoms? And then what is that particle that makes up the atoms? And they got to like the very bare basic of creation, and they noticed that it was like dark, like no space. And the moment they put intention into it, like a little circle would form. So with that, I hope I'm articulating that. So what that means, that's like the potential of life. That's darkness. Like in the beginning, there was light. So before light, there was darkness. So black is very, very powerful. So yes, kind of went off on a little tangent there about black, but so yes, black and white, the opposite of each other. And then I want to say also, I think about, I'm not sure if any of you guys have gone through this, but in my 20s, I went through this phase of just wearing all black. I just couldn't get enough black. Black combat boots, black skirts, black everything, black shawl. And it took me years to finally get out of that. And there's nothing evil about that. People, their first interpretation when they see people wearing all black is like, oh, they're devil worshippers. But no, there's a reason for it. I mean, sometimes you're hiding. That's another thing about black is that it's a place to hide. If you're covering your weight, if you're covering your insecurities, it makes you feel safe and protected. I mean, things hide in the dark, but then the light is what exposes it. So, if you're feeling that you just need to go inside, there's nothing wrong with using that color to help you feel that safety until you're ready to interface with the world a little bit more. So they both have their place. Okay, so really quickly, this is going to be fun, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So if you have a favorite color, it's kind of like astrology. There's certain characteristics that the color of your choice describes about you. So let's just see if this is on point for you. And I got this from the Empower Yourself with colorpsychology.com. So if you're attracted to the color red, that means you're action-oriented and have a deep need for physical fulfillment and to experience life through the 5 senses. Okay? If your favorite color is orange, it means you have a great need to be with people, to socialize with them, and be accepted and respected as part of the group. You also have a need for challenges in your life, whether it's physical or social change. If your favorite color is yellow, you have a deep need for logical order in everyday life and to be able to express your individuality by using your logical mind to inspire and create new ideas. If your favorite color is green, you have a deep need to belong, to love, and to be loved and feel safe and secure. You need acceptance and acknowledgement for the everyday things you do for others. And if your favorite color is blue, you have a deep need to find inner peace and truth, to live your life accordingly to the ideals and beliefs without having to change their inflexible viewpoint of life to satisfy others. Good for you guys. And this is me here, and it definitely describes me. If your favorite color is purple, you have a need for emotional security and to create order and perfection in all areas of your life, including your spiritual life. You also have a deep need to initiate and participate in humanitarian projects like MystyMoon Wellness for Women and helping others in need. All right, really cool stuff, right? I don't know, I really had a ball, researching this. So I hope you found some value in this. Maybe just start being more aware of the colors that you're attracted to and how to use colors to create more balance in your life. Life is really fascinating, isn't it? So anyway, if you found any value in this video whatsoever, please like and subscribe my channel so I can spread my light. This is what I do. This is my purpose. And it's all about making the world a better place. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day, evening, whenever you're watching this video. And until then, peace.